Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Sublets.
What's up? What's the question?
You made a comment about understanding why men get upset when their wives or girlfriends cut their hair. So why do you think that is? Or why do you, what do you understand it to be?
Um, so women are very particular about our hair, no matter how you were brought up, ethnicity or whatever. Whether you know how to make it the particular way you want it, is something different. But being able for me to be able to watch my wife's hair grow, because I did not know her as a child growing up. I didn't see her, through all these stories about her hair that she's told me about. I didn't get to know like who she really is. And to see a person grow their hair out from the most natural state is so beautiful, so endearing, so soulful. With no color. Like, that's why I like to see older women with gray hair. With the, when their hair starts to gray, because all these years, and I kind of am sad for the ones that keep dyeing their hair. And once they, and hope they'll accept it. But once that transition happens, then it's an expression of who they are as they're getting older or whatever they've gone through. So to see my wife's hair and to see it growing and, to learn with her as she's learning how to take care of her hair. Like her grandmother, I asked her, had she seen her hair before? She's like, I already knew what she was gonna say, and what she says that she was 1 month old. So I don't know 1 month old. I know 21 years old. I know, the different things, the types of styles my wife likes. But I get to see the inside of her coming out. I get to see the part that she, wants to hide and can't hide. And then we can figure out how to take care of whatever issues that go on with her hair. That's something I've learned how to do with mine. I know I will never have edges. I will have a picture when I was 3 years old. These right here was never there. And it's just, my hair will grow, it'll, go away. But now we can figure out, instead of just going to the option of covering it up, she does need protective styles. And I do support sew-ins. I do support braids. I do understand how they protect your hair, and then her hair usually, is grown a couple of inches when she takes them down. But I get to see her through her hair. And that's really beautiful. It's not perfect. It needs trimming. Her hair is very combable. It's a whole lot of it. And she says like, oh, it's like it's a problem. No, it's very tangible. You can, just twirl it and it goes into a curl. Like just down your finger. That's the most beautiful hairstyle to me. She doesn't like it or whatever, but that finger curl, like if you can finger curl some hair, you got some decent hair, in my opinion. That's the hair we all hope for in life. It's not too fine, but it's not too coarse like mine. But yeah, so I think that's also why my mother said, she's like, she wished she could find this picture when I was 13 years old. And I did, as my own technical self, learned how to become a project manager by doing over and beyond in middle school. We did it in 7th and 8th grade. And my little cousin Kiana and I, we completed both years in a row. We both got first and second place. And I went and did a photo shoot. And I was so cute. I was 13 years old. And that year was kind of hard for me because right before That 13 or so, right before my birthday, right before school started, I broke my ankle. And I was supposed to be a drill team leader. And my world was crushed. That was about the only physical anything you was gonna get was drill team leader. We used to do this little dance shit at church. I mean, at church school, but it was middle school. And I broke my ankle, and my aunt was getting married. And that was what, in 1994. It was crazy. I remember I tell my wife all the time, she was born on the day my aunt got married. And I had a cast on it was a purple cast on my foot because I couldn't dance to my aunt's wedding. But the picture I took that year, for Complete and Over and Beyond, I had a natural, they got me shaped up. It was everything. I went and got where did I go? I don't remember where I went and got my makeup done. Like, I got a professional photo. Like, the church really did me good. I appreciate that. I don't know, my little cousin got it because I got first place. Oh, cute. So I've been wearing natural hair since I was 13, for the most part. I've worn dreads 3 times. They always break off. I always try to do what everybody else does to their hair, and that's a negative. Doesn't matter, no matter what, it's gonna break. If I put color in it, it's gonna break. If I'm stressed, it's gonna break. If I don't have love in my life, it's gonna break. If I'm gonna ever think I'm gonna grow these, so you know what? Gonna be like that till I die, period. I don't need no edges. But this time, I'm gonna try to just grow my hair out and see what it do. And if it's y'all in the middle, if it's always thinning now, so that means I'm stressing. I need to take my vitamins. Highly encourage people to take vitamins if they want to really, take care of their hair. But I love my wife's hair. She could be putting her Sealy plaits in and everything else, and guess what? She come out and be having all this cream and moisture and be smelling good like she'd have came out the beauty shop, and that stuff be popped out here. All the solution be, hey, y'all. Yeah, I love it. I'll be like, your hair is white. And she'll be like, I know. And by the time we get to where we're going, it's absorbed all in. And then, yeah. So it's cool to see the process, to be a part of the process. So if she's losing hair, that means she's stressing, and she says that's my fault. So I have to work on that as a spouse. Was that a long-winded question? Answer?
So
How long was that? How long was that?
Wait.
I mean, all this can be edited, so.
I'm not.
Babe.
But, okay. So when we met 4 years ago, and you remember how my hair was when we met 4 years ago?
I believe it was short. Oh, the first day I met you?
Period. From the first day on.
Okay, from the first day, you had a wig on.
It was cute.
You was cute. I didn't care about the wig. And then I think you had a baseball cap on. I don't know. When did you show me your regular hair? Like, it was short, but it wasn't a fade. Because you showed me the pictures of the fade, and I kept I had already stalked your Facebook, so I seen them. But I kind of kept going back like. So it ain't that I didn't care that you, if you busted a fade, it wouldn't have mattered to me. I actually like fades. Like, I think they're sexy. So.
I got a cue ball. It didn't look right.
It didn't. You look like a little boy.
My head looked I look like a sugar cube.
Yeah, it wasn't becoming of you
But I look like a sugar cube, and at my job, my uniform was all white. So imagine it didn't go together.
Oh.
Yeah, it just.
You look like the milk lady. Ooh, child.
You know what?
Ooh, child. What was the question? You forgot. I forgot.
How was my hair when we met 4 years ago?
So the first day we met, you had a wig on. I remember that. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen your hair, but I already knew what to expect with your hair because I've seen it on, like I said, I stalked her Facebook. And when I first seen you, I was like, she got a wig on. Let me send her a message anyway. I hope she ain't stupid. There was a lot of knowledge up under that wig. Lots. There is lots of knowledge in that nougat. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate it. Lots of emotions, but lots of knowledge too. And it's not even really a knowledge, it's more so lots of quest for knowledge. Like always willing to try to learn or read something and then get mad at me because I'm figuring it out and then you come up with it and cut me all off and I'm like, so you just got upset with me? Okay. So it's kind of cool to have somebody with that same challenge. But then I don't remember what was up under the wig. I know it was short.
It was in the cute stage though, because it was like curly and short.
Yeah. I think it was because it wasn't the fade.
Like it was probably a little bit longer than yours.
Yeah, it was. It was actually much longer than mine. I think.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No,
it was.
It wasn't. Because I had just cut my hair like 2 months before I met you, because all the stuff I had went through with, you know, crazy. So I had cut all my hair, like skinned it off damn near. Like it was like, remember. Yeah. And so when I had met you, I had finally got to a point where I liked it short, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to go out in public with it that short yet.
Right.
So by the time we got together and I got comfortable enough to show you, because no one else had seen it that way.
Really?
No.
Oh, you moving the camera.
No, I'm not.
Every time you move is...
So no.
Now I see why they have stands.
So no one else had seen it that way. So yeah, you was like the first to see it like that outside of my wig.
Interesting. I was the first to see it. I was like, wow. I don't even remember. I guess I think I do.
I mean, I would take pictures of it or whatever, and then like I didn't really start posting those though. Most of the time when I would post, I'd have on a hat.
Yeah,
that's when I got. That's when I got big into hats
because
I never wore hats before. Really? Never wore hats. I don't even think I owned one hat.
Have lots of them.
I do. That's what got me to start wearing hats. And so I would take pictures or whatever, and I mostly would be wearing hats. But once like I showed it to you, and I don't know, like I showed it to you and you, like, I don't know, I felt better about it, I guess. And so I started posting like pictures without the hat and stuff, but yeah.
So you felt better because you showed me, or what?
Well, I felt better because I was able to show you. I don't know. It was like, you know how like you come out of like a traumatic experience and then once you get over it, you can like move forward and start doing other things. So that's kind of how it was. Like I was coming out of that traumatic experience into something totally different. Because you got to remember the girl that I talked to after I dated Crazy, we didn't really spend a whole lot of time together. I think we spent like 2, maybe 3 nights together the whole time we talked, and she wouldn't even let me look at her naked. So it wasn't. Yeah, that's a story for another day.
You so silly.
But yeah, no, like you was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I've been along with you on this hair journey. You've been kicking and screaming.
I'm still kicking and screaming because this shit here.
What's wrong with it?
This shit here, natural is for the birds.
Why is it for the birds?
Because, like, before when I had hair, you know, all my life I ain't been bald. I really have been. I always got perms, so it was always straight, or you know, only curled if it was curled in curlers or some stuff. Like it wasn't naturally curly. So to go from having nothing but straight hair, or maybe, you know, some kind of hairstyle, you know, whatever, to just going like full natural, no chemicals, no heat, no color, no personality, no nothing.
No personality.
Like at its core, at its essence, coming out your head like fucking coils. Like that's like trying to tame a wild beast. Like no manual, no instructions. I don't know what to feed it half the time. Like it's just. It literally has. I see why Tabitha Brown has a whole nother name for her hair. Because baby, it's a whole person within itself. The way it looks in a day depends on her mood.
Yeah.
Like if you mad, bitch, we all mad. Because ain't nobody looking good today. Like she even affect the eyebrows. Like how you affecting hair that's not even in the same anyway. But. It's like living with a whole nother person because you tilted and I'm following you. I'm following you. That's why I'm looking. I got this here.
You gonna put it back straight?
Yeah, it is straight. How's that?
That's better.
One of my arms is in a different position.
I understand. Cause I'm like I kept going with you. Cause right. Cause you see.
I also was trying to turn it because you said the background. Anyway, thank you for your long-winded answer.